Never. I can assure you that you never want to go back inside the house and see your old man buck ass naked.
I'm opposed to seeing any old person naked, even myself. I mean, I'm getting there. I don't want to see that shit.
Yeah, it's getting rough, isn't it?
It's gotten rough.
Yeah. Oh, I know.
Yeah. This whole COVID thing has gained me 15 pounds already.
Has it? A little rough getting into them pants
out of my
now.
Fucking clothes, man. My wife has lost all that weight, and I'm gaining it. Now I know where she put it.
Yeah. No shit, right?
Yeah.
Well, let's get muted up there, Steve. Excuse me. And we will get this show on the road.
Once a week, 3 laddies come together from distant lands to talk about Bigfeet, Martians, ghosts, time travel, chupacabras, and the Sweetwater legend.
I think we're all huge fans of the Sweetwater legend.
This is the Fortean Slip with your host, Chris York.
Say no to Quaaludes? Fuck no. Wait a minute. No. Say yes.
Co-host, Steve Alcorn.
Like, take a break, shut my camera off, go
Really?
And sometimes special guest, Matt Knapp.
Just accept it for what it is and just watch it and enjoy it.
They don't know who you are. They don't know what you want. If you're looking for entertainment, you may have come to the wrong podcast. But what they do have is a very particular set of skills.
There are no cows.
No cows.
No.
No cows were harmed in the making of this incident. We often wish that your relationship went much like that of the praying mantis.
I thought that was a reference to everything being green.
Yeah, sure you did. Carry on, gentlemen. I'm going to do something else for a little while.
Wow, Steve, would you like us to stop the program so you continue to do your shit?
You're about to witness the strength of creep knowledge.
Good evening, and welcome to the Fortean Slip. This is episode 134, McKamey Manor.
John McKamey Manor?
Ooh, Steve, that's a powerful image you got there.
Okay, check this part out.
You like that?
It's just a
Oh, look at that shit. Bringing it all around, Steve Alcorn.
I'm afraid to touch my mic.
Yeah, you should be. Things like super sensitive. You know, much like the clitoris.
I'm a big fan of the clitoris.
Me too. Me too. So how's life in Ohio, Steve?
Same as life was yesterday in Ohio, and the day
Yeah.
before that, and the day before that, and the day before that. You get
Yeah. It's like Groundhog Day right now. You wake up and you better put your booties on because it's cold outside. Steve. Matt, how's it feel to be next to a state that's about to open up? Or did they already?
Yeah. Did they ever close? Really? I mean,
which state is that?
Texas.
Oh yeah, Texas.
Texas don't give a fuck.
Yeah, they don't care.
Yeah, I live next to Pennsylvania, which now just put in more restrictions. So yeah, that's where I'm at.
Yeah. It's I mean, it's not bad here. I mean, I think like statewide we have like 800 cases or something like that. Yeah.
Sorry.
No, I mean it's.
I mean that's great for you.
Yeah, 800 cases like statewide, and I think like 300 and something people have already like completely gotten better from it.
I see your 800 cases and raise you 2,000 or 3,000.
Yeah. Do you?
It's COVID poker.
That's what we're doing tonight. Tonight on the World Series of COVID Poker.
Let's see here. Let's see what today is. 2,599.
I think Ohio's around
in
that.
in Oklahoma.
Yeah.
Or is that just Tulsa?
Yeah. Well, see, that's the problem. All of those are Tulsa and Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
Here's the problem. Here's the real problem: is not all those are real cases. Half of those fucking things are presumed cases.
No, those
You
are
notice that-
tested positive.
Yeah.
Sure.
See, that's the
Because-
other thing too, is like people need to stop that shit. This whole idea of like that, oh well, they're just calling everything COVID. Calm the fuck
In
down.
some places they are, and that does bother me. But I know why they're doing it. Why would New York City claim 3,500 extra cases in one day? Because they want fucking funding. I mean, it's simple. But I'm not saying, when I say that, I'm not saying that you shouldn't worry about this shit and you shouldn't follow the fucking rules. You should. I'm just saying that there are a lot of cases out there that they're saying are that aren't. In my state, I know there are.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of cases out there that haven't been tested too.
Yeah.
I think I might have had it in February. That's pretty fucking sick,
Maybe you did.
Well,
Like
so
they did.
far here, they're only reporting the positive confirmed tests.
Yeah, Ohio and Pennsylvania and New York are not.
But I mean, if you have the flu, which everybody wants to compare this to, you go to your doctor and they ask you what your symptoms are. You tell them. They ask you if you've been around anybody that had the flu lately. And if you say yes, you're diagnosed with having the flu, and that's how they treat you.
Wait, Matt, breaking. We can ask. We have the truth
Oh, the
Oh,
truth.
finally.
in the fucking chat room. I mean, all this time I've been looking for the truth.
The truth will set you free.
And apparently it's like kind of like an Escher sculpture type thing.
I don't know. It looks like the limp truth.
Maybe. I don't know. But
It
I've
started
been
out
looking for
strong.
the truth. I'm
That
glad
truth
it's
started out
finally
strong.
here. So any questions you might have, man, I would direct it to.
The truth.
I don't have any
Truth.
questions.
You can't handle the truth.
No, I can't. Neither can you, Steve.
I don't want to know.
I've realized something. I have Facebook, so I am an expert at everything.
Right.
Okay.
If you have an opinion on Facebook, you are automatically an expert.
Is that the new thing? I mean,
Yeah.
if you have Facebook,
You
all
might
good.
have. Wait,
is that the new? If I have a microphone in front of me, I'm an expert.
Yes.
pretty much.
Okay, I'm down. If you got Facebook, who am I to judge? Who am I to, make assumptions? Everybody is an expert. If you have Facebook. If you don't have Facebook, fuck you. Get out.
Well, you can also have Reddit, as we've spoken about.
You and your
I think
Reddit.
Reddit's actually to be an expert. Reddit might even be a step above Facebook.
It might be.
It might be. It also might be 1,000 times more pretentious and full of cunts.
I think it goes Facebook, Reddit, YouTube. I think that's the level of expertise.
Yeah.
YouTube
You're on
comment.
YouTube.
Yes, YouTube commenters. Yes, Matt's got that right.
Well,
Absolutely.
YouTube commenters and then YouTube
Matt put the whammy on himself the other day.
content.
He read the fucking YouTube comments.
Why would you do that?
Ah.
You dumb.
I love it when I do that to myself. I put the whammy on myself. I start fucking like going through the comments on the Fortean Slip like page. You dumb fuck.
Well, not only that, but I was getting pissed off because the guy was talking shit and leaving a comment on a fucking video I uploaded 4 years ago.
Isn't that always the way? I love it when I it's on like one of my old bedtime story videos, like at one of the Dog Man things, and somebody will be like, "Your voice sucks."
Yeah.
It's like, really?
I love all those. They ignore the content and just go straight for the personal attack.
Yeah. Excuse me.
I have literally had a comment before that said, I sound like I have a mouthful of cocks.
Oh, you do, but
Well, here, come over to my house and I'll give you a mouthful of cock.
Not just one cock, multiple cocks shoved in my mouth while I'm talking. And I'm just, I mean, how do you even respond to that?
You don't.
First, you have to take all the cocks out.
Yeah, in order to respond.
no, you don't. You don't have to take them all out. You already have them in, and you were talking, and that's the sound that they made. So you can leave the cocks in.
Oh, I see, Steve.
Speaking of cocks,
Hmm.
Mr. Rubich Chung just showed up in the chat.
Did he?
You can't see it. I'm on the live chat. There he
Oh, yeah, I just saw it.
He might be the one that left me the mouthful of cocks comment. Now that I think about it.
Actually, I've been taking it easy on old Charles the last couple of weeks. He's been a good boy.
Did you see who Culls has tonight?
Charles Rubichung?
Yeah.
Close.
Richter?
Oh, God.
Close again. I mean, you're in the right ballpark.
Keep swinging, Steve. Keep swinging, Bob.
Same TV show.
Oh, Michael Merchant?
Oh,
I'm
God.
getting there. Stacy Brown.
Correct.
There you go.
Oh, God.
I mean, yesterday calls about had a coronary over the whole MK Davis massacre thing, which has sprung
Jesus.
back up for some reason, and like full steam ahead.
By the way, I stand with Bob.
Yeah, well, I've never met Bob, so sorry.
I have.
And then he follows that up with today.
Is this going to be an interview? Why Stacy Brown? What's he going to
He's a
interview?
TV star and movie star, and
No, he isn't.
Technically,
Yeah, he is.
The star actually has
wait
to
a
have
minute.
a following.
Wait, technically, I've drank with Phil, and I call Phil Bob, so I've wobbled with Bob.
I drank with Bob.
Yeah, I
I
don't
don't
get the whole thing. I mean, he was posting a thing. The how to hunt guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, which we all know that guy's a jackass, right?
Been for a while, if I remember.
I mean, is that in question?
Well, I mean, you like remember the Utah Sasquatch guy, right? Nathan Rio.
Yeah, Nathan Rio. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
His
So
name is Rio.
So this how to hunt guy, I kind of compare him to that.
Okay.
You know, like he knows what he's doing, and he dipped into the Bigfoot world for whatever reason. And so he's gotten a following from it, from people that don't know anything about Bigfoot.
So when he finds out there's no money in it, is he going to do the same thing Nathan Rio did?
He's making money.
He's
How
Nathan
much money
Rio,
do you make?
and he dances in the sand.
Those guys are usually flashes in the pan, though. Really?
Yeah.
Nathan Rio, how long did he stay around? A year?
Nobody sticks around for the most part.
They come in, try to make some money, and get the fuck out.
Yeah, they start popping up videos. I mean, Christ, they all do it. They come in with it like on fire. And they're throwing their videos up, and then they all just peter the fuck out.
Well, I mean, he's the one that drudged this whole thing back up. But the thing that bothers me the most about him, I for the most part have ignored him.
Just for the people who are listening who maybe don't know, Matt, we're talking about the Patterson Gimlin footage and the idea that there was some type of Bigfoot massacre that went on. I don't know even all the details of this fucking this wackadoo fucking story.
Like over
But-
10 years ago, probably closer to 15 years ago, during his over-analysis of the still frames of the Patterson film, M.K. Davis did a color treatment process to pull out detail in the images and decided that he was actually looking at blood and not water, and that Patty's covered in blood, and that he found a bloody dog's footprint on the Patterson Gimlin film, like on the ground. Like he can see that kind of detail.
He's amazing.
And it led to this
In
whole
old-
thing.
What 8
Of-
millimeter film? Yeah.
Bob Patterson or whatever, Bob Gimlin and Roger Patterson gunned down an entire clan of Bigfoot that day and then brought in a backhoe and buried all the bodies and everything because they realized they were human, even though
They're
you
not.
can clearly see Patty is not human.
Hmm.
Somehow this gained traction. MK got banned from like every conference. Like everybody, like he was getting death threats, like, and now it's resurfaced. And this How to Hunt guy is the one that brought it back to the forefront, I guess, with all the new people that don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
Because this was all addressed and disproven a decade ago.
Of course.
And then there's like an old interview with Bobby Short, who's deceased. And I haven't listened to it, but they're using that as evidence of it being true.
Because if
And
Bobby
then-
Short said it, it's probably true, right?
Oh, of course. Absolutely. I mean, I was friends with Bobby Short and she
I'm not
hated
saying
all
anything.
those guys.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Like she had animosity towards all the people involved with the Patterson film and wanted to discredit them, but whatever. But the main problem that I have is another guy that the How to Hunt guy has now somehow supported and brought his name up. So now he's considered a go-to person and an expert, and that's Scott Carpenter.
Oh God.
Where do I know that name?
God.
You've seen his videos. He makes a lot of videos. He probably has about, I don't know, 500 pictures of Bigfoot and dogmen and creatures and everything else.
Oh, he's one of them.
His tactics are go and blindly video a tree line and then go home and zoom in on it as far as you can and find all the faces.
He's good at it.
And he's really good at it. And he'll take like
Finds a
part
lot
of
of
a
them.
face and like mirror image it to make the whole face.
Yeah, it's not even a whole face. So he has to mirror it to make it look like a. And he tells you, I'm mirroring this. See, this is why it's a face, because it matches up. Well, yeah, you're mirroring the fucking thing.
Everything is symmetrical whenever you mirror it.
Right. See how symmetrical. If you do this, it makes a whole face.
But
Oh,
now
Will,
he's considered an
Matt, Will is
expert.
asking, is he the guy that puts his camera on his back?
Maybe so.
I haven't watched anything from Scott.
He does a lot of things.
A very long time.
But he's been given credence or something by this How to Hunt guy who is, look, the How to Hunt guy has been running a YouTube channel for a long time.
Yeah.
He knows marketing. It's his job. That's how he makes money.
Didn't he put out some questionable videos a while back
Yeah. I mean, he's put out just flat out hoaxed
that were
images.
definitely debunked right away, and now people think he's an expert? Oh, geez, another Carrie.
Because he tells good stories. He's a good storyteller.
Hmm.
He goes on camera and kicks the dirt around and, like, look at my background. I'm standing in the mountains out in the wilderness. Bigfoot researchers don't get out here and blah, blah, blah.
I'm a gruff guy out in
Like,
the
I know things about him.
back country.
Like, I'm not going down that road necessarily, but like, there's a reason he showed up in the Bigfoot world and why he's not doing hunting videos anymore.
Is he hooking up with Les Stroud?
I don't know. Probably.
Oh, I don't know. I thought maybe that was the reason.
No.
Well, maybe he could make a movie with him.
He's from Canada, and people in Canada
Good.
know who he is and what he's about.
The How to Hunt guys from Canada.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. What is it with like wacky Canadians? I mean, we know some decent Canadians,
Yeah.
but like there's in recent years, there's been like some like off the charts Canadians. You know what I'm talking about, Matt? You know the people I'm talking about too.
Like all the ones we know.
Like
Yeah, those
the,
ones. Well,
the
except
talking
Fred.
Bigfoot guy.
Not Fred's like normal.
Fred Dunn's go okay.
Yeah.
The rest of them, yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Damn Canadians.
Mike Patton, was that his name?
Oh God. The one with the Bigfoot that said his name.
Mike. Must be
That was
a Bigfoot.
perfect. That was perfect.
Must be a Bigfoot. A human couldn't possibly do that voice.
No.
No. No. I don't know how you did it, Matt. Did you have that on like a recording?
I think so.
Yeah, I played one of the videos. And then, of course, Todd Standing hails from the Great North.
Yeah. Like, what's been going on up there? I mean, is the weed that good in Canada? If so, I'll move.
I mean, rumor has it.
They all seem to like the ones that are like wacko, like out there, all seem to hate the Trudeau guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kevin Trudeau?
But
Yeah.
I think most people hate
Yes,
Kevin
Steve,
Trudeau.
yes.
He came up with a lot of, cures and stuff, Kevin Trudeau. We should do a show on that stuff someday.
Yeah.
I actually know another Canadian that said that Kevin Trudeau hired them to research Bigfoot for the government of Canada.
Kevin Trudeau. The
Mhm.
Kevin Trudeau.
Yes, I'm not saying it's true, Steve. I'm giving an example of another Canadian in the Bigfoot world that I've talked to who told me this. That the Prime Minister.
Matt, I think you talked to some pretty fucked up people. I'm just gonna go on record saying maybe you talked to people with delusions of grandeur. Every once
Fucked up people talk to me.
That could be true too.
I do not seek them out.
Weren't we just talking about our old good friend?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's been an interesting week. All of us still going through all this.
Did you guys see that Phil Polling video from his
Which one?
documentary appearance?
What?
He posted the clip from, he went and shot that documentary last year.
Oh yeah, yeah. I remember him telling me about it.
He posted the clip of his segment from the TV show that he was on, talking about his UFO experience whenever he was a police officer.
Okay.
Well, that's nice.
And I thought he did a very good job. I had no idea about the story. I'd never heard it before.
Yeah.
But he
Did he post it to his YouTube page?
Yeah.
Huh.
Is this
no,
something that's
no,
going
no,
to
no, no,
air?
no, no. His Facebook page.
Oh, his Facebook page.
Yeah, that's where I saw it.
No, I'll have to go.
I'm sure there's some regulations against him posting that to YouTube, copyright, and all that shit.
Yeah. I found it very entertaining to watch. It wasn't.
Is it
long or
something that's
anything.
going to air someday or has aired?
I think so. Yes.
Well,
That's
if he's
the
got
plan.
the clip, it probably has. I'm going to guess. They don't generally give you the clip before it,
Yeah, I don't know what the deal is. I know that he had done it. Was that the one that he went out to Niagara Falls for?
I think so.
Yeah. Because I was pissed off. I was like, dude, you weren't even that fucking far from me.
Or
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Boy, a couple hours.
Yeah. And it's not really that far. I mean, you can get
I
there.
mean, we could have had a Phil, Chris, Steve.
Yeah, we could have had
reunion,
it
but-
together, had a couple of drinks. Well, not you, but Phil and me.
Yeah, I would have watched.
couple.
I mean, I would have hung out. and stuff,
Yeah.
but
I know.
I
I
wouldn't have
know.
drank anything.
You don't need the disclaimer, Steve.
Yeah, exactly.
Steve is not participating. In
We
any
know you'll be
intoxicating
sober.
substances.
Sober.
Jesus. We know.
He's not drinking. He's not doing drugs illicitly. He's not huffing anything.
I think you should take up some weed, Steve.
I've considered it, to be
And
honest.
listen, bearded picker. No, I'm sitting in my house and I shouldn't be wearing a mask. But I want to ask bearded picker. Don't you think that Steve should take up smoking weed? That's
You
my
already
question
know his
to
answer.
the bearded picker tonight. Is should Steve take up smoking weed? Do you think it would help him? Just in general.
What about
I would
the
like-
edibles? I think I'd rather do edibles.
No, Steve, edibles are bad. Edibles are like if you aren't like me, which edibles don't fucking affect me at all.
How do you know they wouldn't affect me?
Steve, this is what I'm telling you. Edibles will fucking put you on Pluto. Okay. Smoking some weed isn't going to do that.
Here's what you do, Steve.
Could put you on Pluto. Edibles
Get you some gummy bears.
Ooh, no.
Smoke a bowl,
El Diablo.
and then eat some gummy bears. Not
So make it feel like
Right.
I have some edibles.
And bearded picker says, "Damn right, I am high now."
He's always high.
That's right. But yeah.
Not always. Just 90%.
Yeah, the problem with edibles is that they affect some people and they don't affect other people.
Well, how will I know unless I try them?
Oh, and that's the problem, Steve. And then when you know, it's like, do you know how many people I've fucking done edibles with who have been like in a vegetative state because they're like, "Ah!"
Hmm.
After they take them? Help me! What the fuck would you like me to do?
I don't think I'd be that bad. I would
You want me to
know
hold
probably. I would probably know prior to taking them that I might get that way, and then not ask for help.
Hey, here's another
It's
new
probably-
face in the chat room. Eric Bischoff.
Eric is
the Eric Bischoff.
Eric Bischoff. Like
Eric
fucking,
is-
the truth fucking showed up out of nowhere tonight. And now Eric Bischoff. I'm fucking
Eric
I'm
is not.
all right.
new. He's been around.
he's been around.
He's a good friend of mine. Yes.
Good friend of yours, Eric?
Well, I don't know. He's from Ohio,
Oh.
so that makes us friends, right?
I guess. I mean, I don't know.
He's from Ohio, so that makes you friends.
You guys are friends.
Well, you go somewhere, you tell somebody you're from Ohio, and they ask you if you know such and such.
Yeah.
I know Eric.
Oh, okay.
So if they ask me, "Do you know Eric?" I can say,
The
"Yes."
Eric Bischoff?
Yes.
Man. He's been holding up.
Do you know Dax Russell?
God, no.
Do you
No.
wish you didn't? That's
That's
the
a
only
name I haven't heard in a while.
I had to give up on him. I know that.
I as well, Captain.
I couldn't do it.
Is he still alive?
I don't.
As far as I know, I mean,
Okay.
I
Yeah,
don't
I'm just
think
wondering.
COVID's taking him down.
Probably.
He probably thinks it's a fucking conspiracy. I mean, I don't know.
I almost guarantee he thinks it's a fucking conspiracy.
Oh yeah.
Maybe I should go find out.
I know he wanted to come on the show. That was one of the last things he had said to me. You need to let me come on the show.
No, you probably should have had him on the show.
No.
LOW?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the one.
Dax. Good old Dax.
Look
It is
for a
little-
guy wearing a snowmobile suit holding a lightsaber.
Yes. Yes. And
Dax
that will be the
Rushlow.
dude.
His Facebook profile, Dax Rushlow, Mountain Devil.
Mountain Devil. It's the old Mountain Devil.
Wait, that's not a guy in a. No, that's not a guy in a snowmobile suit. That's a woman's bikini with Trump across her ass.
Ooh.
Actually, pretty good picture there.
There you go.
On Dax's page.
Yes,
You don't say.
it's his profile picture.
Imagine that.
Let's see.
Come on, Steve. You're holding up the show here.
Oh no, I'm looking. It looks pretty conspiratorial so far.
Yeah? A lot of conspiracy stuff going on. Are we all getting chipped with the vaccines?
I think so, because he's got a post about, being against Bill Gates and shit.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah.
I
New
don't
World
know.
Order.
Oh, God. I saw a picture, a photograph of Bill Gates
Look at this photograph.
walking across a parking lot or something with Dr. Fauci.
oh my God.
And they were like,
they're in this together.
Do you need any more proof?
That's it. I'm done.
Yes, I need a little more proof. A little bit more proof.
That's all the proof I need right there, Matt.
Yeah. You mean a multi-billionaire philanthropist is trying to help out during a global pandemic? No way.
But he owns part of the company that makes the virus things.
Oh yeah, that's all. It's all a conspiracy. They're gonna fuck us all over. It's gonna be invasion of the body snatchers. We're gonna be pod people when this is all done. So don't worry about it. Just fucking take your medication. You're gonna die, and then some copy of you is gonna become you. You'll be all right. You'll be good.
I didn't know Dax was such a big Trump fan.
That's pretty much what we're doing to everybody that's outside.
Okay, found it. He's got a meme of Bill Mitchell, whoever that is. Democrats hyped COVID-19 to stop Trump from talking to 20,000 people at a rally each week, and instead he is talking to 20 million people on TV every night. Democrats suck at everything. That's Russell. That's Dax Russell's post.
Yeah.
So they faked it to stop the campaign.
Democrats.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's figures.
That makes sense.
Figures.
So there you go.
Makes lots of sense.
Yeah.
Biden wouldn't be.
China started this virus to bring down the United States, but yet they released it in their own country first.
Could we not elect a guy or fucking put up a fucking candidate who has obvious fucking issues? Like fucking who is like obviously in the early stages of fucking dementia. What the fuck?
Wait, whoa. Why did Yowie Central?
What?
Yowie Channel Central said I look fat.
Yeah, well, you do. But I mean,
you can only see me from here up.
I can see the chin.
Yeah. It's there, yeah, I guess I am.
Steve, let's talk about your weight. I mean, really, this you should do something about it at this point.
I went from 185 pounds this time last year to 230 this year.
That's unacceptable.
It is unacceptable.
I mean, dude, fucking get your ass a treadmill, something.
There is a treadmill out there.
Then why don't you have that thing hooked up? Get your ass on it.
My wife walks on it every morning.
And why aren't you?
Because she's on it.
So
it's kind of hard to put two people on a treadmill.
Oh God.
That's true. It is.
I mean, I could do it.
It's hard to put one person on a treadmill.
It's hard to put me on a treadmill.
But back to Biden. I mean, Jesus Christ, Steve.
Yowie Channel Central threw me off track here.
What?
Is that why I'm not supposed to?
Steve, how in the hell did we allow this to happen?
Biden?
Yeah.
I don't know. Which Biden?
He's a fucking mental patient.
Oh, yeah. There's something wrong for sure.
Fucking talking about corn pop and the fucking hairs on his goddamn legs. Fucking.
I must have missed that one.
Jesus Christ.
No,
I don't know. I am baffled. I'm baffled. Baffled. Absolutely baffled.
Anything can happen between now and November.
Here's a guy. Listen though, Matt. Here's a guy who can't coherently put a fucking sentence together right now. Oh yeah, let's vote for him.
It's like the Democrats gave up this time around.
What the fuck? You had 1,000 other fucking candidates.
Bernie would have been better.
that were fucking better, that fit that fit your demographic better, everything.
And none of them were put up for this election. Every one of those people in those debates a few months ago.
It's fucking sickening. But no. Oh, Biden. My favorite Biden meme this week was him and Obama going, Joe, I'm endorsing you. And it says, for what? You fucking moron.
My favorite one was
For Senate.
Yeah.
it was something about making the legal age 15. And the minimum age 15. And Obama's like, no, that's minimum wage, Joe.
Yeah, I saw that one too.
That was great.
I'm just like, what the fuck? Really? Like, that's the guy we're gonna go with? Give me a fucking
he's going to
break.
be some sort. I mean, I guess maybe he's going to be some sort of puppet to talk. You know, I mean, that's about all I can figure with that.
Okay,
Because there's
whatever.
no reason to put him.
And
He's
I'm not
clearly
saying-
got
listen,
some sort of.
I'm not
issue.
saying I'm for either side. I'm not saying I'm for Trump. I'm not saying I'm for fucking Biden. But it's like, seriously, you as a party, the Democratic Party seriously thinks that Biden is the answer to go up against Trump. Trump is going to eat him for fucking breakfast.
They know that. They knew that before they endorsed him.
For fucking breakfast. Like, it's like, do you even want to try? I don't think so.
I think they gave up.
I'm pretty sure you might be right.
I'm pretty sure they figured as soon as this COVID thing hit, especially, they're like, oh, fuck. Because during wartime, presidents usually don't change unless it's, their terms are up. And this is technically a wartime situation. For all intents and purposes, it's the same kind of situation. They know that Trump is going to get reelected. You don't change in a situation like this. It's stupid to do that.
But it just baffles me, but that's the guy that they vote for. That's the guy you vote for. Really? Carry on. Fucking carry on.
Maybe it just tells you something about that particular party. I'm not saying good or bad. I'm just saying maybe.
No, it's this. Here's what it is. Here's what it is. It's the guy that's in the lead. This is the guy that we have to vote for. Because we have to just get the guy that's in the lead, and then we all just have to vote for him, so we can get Trump out.
Yeah, but they lost.
Vote for what you fucking want, people.
They lost half of their. A lot of Biden supporters would have voted for Bernie, but not a lot of Bernie supporters want to vote for Biden.
Yeah, it's just.
So what they've done is lose half their voting.
But this all when I heard Joe Rogan talking about it, I can't remember who he was talking about it with, which person on his show, but I was just like, he's absolutely right. He's like a step away from dementia, and it's just like we're watching it.
I have to agree with Bearded Picker. Bernie got the shaft again.
Yeah.
Bernie's always going to get the shaft.
Yeah, Matt and I were talking about that, like, about a month ago, Matt?
Yeah.
Yeah, about that whole fucking thing. It's just, what a joke. What a fucking joke. It's like, okay, here you guys have the opportunity to put up a candidate that could be decent. And I'm not even talking about Bernie, forget Bernie. Like, they had all kinds of other, they had fucking Tulsi, I thought was, like, ticked all the boxes for them. And they just fucking, they just plowed her over. Just fuck you.
Well, I don't know if you remember this or not, but during the last presidential election, whenever everybody said Trump was going to lose, you heard rumors and murmurs of the silent majority. And I believe this is just a demonstration of the Democratic silent majority that's still in place. You hear the loud people that want change and want progress and everything on the Democratic side, but the truth is they're far outnumbered by the old people that still want the old people in there.
Yeah.
Because remember, the guy that you're bashing on them putting there was their number 2 choice whenever they had the office last time.
Yeah.
I mean, they can't put Obama back in there, so let's put the vice president there.
So what do you
I
think?
mean,
What do you
this
think?
is their guy.
Does he have a vice president yet or no?
No, he hasn't picked anybody yet.
So here's my guess: if he wins, they all know he's not fit for office. I mean,
Oh hell no.
so it's his vice president who's going to be the one who they're hoping for, not him.
Yeah.
So I'm sure they've got somebody lined up who's a little bit, more sane than Joe.
He'll get in office and then just be like, yeah, I can't do this.
I have to resign. I mean, I wouldn't put it past any political party to do some shit like.
Oh yeah, that'd be a hell of a move.
Put him out there as the face, and then
Do a
the
bait
vice
switch.
president. Oh sure.
Switch that motherfucker.
A lot of people thought Trump was going to do that with Pence. They don't want to kill Trump off because then they got Pence. Although I'm very impressed with Pence through this whole thing. I mean, he's a very good speaker, and he's like the polar opposite of Trump when it comes to speaking.
Yeah.
And so Trump will do his whole spiel through all these stupid every night coronavirus things, and then Pence comes out and he's like calm.
I haven't had a big, huge problem with everything, But like I had said, I was talking with Matt the other night. I'm like, I just wish Trump would just shut his fucking mouth and let the adults speak.
He's right.
No, I'm not.
The way he comes, and I know you're saying that.
Just shut your mouth right now. Just be the leader. And I know that's not him, though, so it ain't.
Hey, I'd rather him go out there and be the guy he is. He's a dick. But we need a dick right now. That's the thing. We need a dick right now. And he is the guy.
But it's like, Neil deGrasse Tyson doing a TED Talk. But before he does, I go out there and try to say everything that he's going to say. Only I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about.
Exactly.
People might get the idea.
The best part is that early on when they released that video of Fauci just like covered his face. That was the day I was like, oh boy, we're in for a treat. And boy, have we been.
Oh, I enjoy listening. I watch him every day.
Yeah.
I enjoy it.
Hey, it is what it is at this point. I couldn't believe it. Like this stuff with Biden, I just really can. Is that really the type of person that you want to vote into the White House? Like that's, and I'm just like every time I look at it, I go, no.
I just hope that someday we actually elect somebody that will at least try to fix the problems that we have instead of just toe the line.
Yeah, right.
Oh, Matt. Oh, God, you dreamer, you.
I want to be honest. I think politicians get into politics for the right reasons, but once they get in,
it's like being a cop. Yeah. Most cops get into law enforcement for the right reasons, and then they wind up becoming a part of the machine. It happens in all walks of life, and I think you're right, Steve. I think a lot of them get into it.
They get disconnected from the people who they're supposed to serve because they're now in Washington all the time or doing whatever, public speaking or whatever they got to do to be a fucking politician. So they don't look at Nancy Pelosi's district. I mean, come on. She's supposed to be this great warrior for people, and there's fucking needles and shit on her fucking streets. And they didn't take care of the homeless population out there until this whole COVID thing happened. You know why they took care of the homeless population now? Because they're afraid the homeless people will give it to us. That's it. They don't care. And I'm not saying it's just Nancy Pelosi. I'm saying it's all fucking politicians. All of them.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, people will say, oh, we need to vote her out. But the people that are saying that are people that are in the wrong fucking state. It's like
look at what's going on in some of these cities, though. And the politicians are supposed to be these great people who are supposed to be there for their people.
Yeah.
Go to fucking east side of Cleveland once.
Yeah.
I mean, nasty. Used to be the best part of Cleveland until they let it go. The roads suck. The people that are actually good people they've let that side of the town go because no, the politicians don't live there. They don't give a fuck.
No.
It-
Why? And why should they?
they don't. The buildings are all. I mean, there's burned out buildings all over the place. There's
And
everything's run down and
that's
boarded
why I
up.
said it's an act, and we're never going to get the type of politics that we all want. We're never going to get the I run on a platform that's mine. I'm not a Democrat or a Republican or an independent or anything like that. I'm me, and this is what I believe in, and this is what I will stand for. You're never going to see that, and it's too bad.
And if you do, that person won't win.
Exactly, that person
Because
will.
we've had that.
over.
We've had that with different people over the years. Ross Perot, was an independent. No, well, he was a wacko.
Well, yeah.
He got what 1%?
Can I get a minute?
He got 1% of the vote. He ain't much different
Can I
than
get a minute?
Trump.
Hi,
Really,
I'm Ross
really,
Perot.
really, he wasn't much different than Trump. So, but why didn't he? Why didn't he get any of the vote? He didn't.
Ross Perot was fucking. Listen, Ross Perot was.
Wait, let me do my best, Ross Perot.
Yeah, he was fucking Donald Trump before Donald Trump.
Right.
He
He
was
said
before
what
his
was on his fucking mind. He just said it.
He was before his fucking time.
But he got 1% of the vote because he was an independent candidate. He didn't put an R or a D.
You're gonna see that type of shit, and it's too fucking bad because I think we all would like to see that type of politics, but we're just not going to. It's not going to happen. Not in our lifetime, anyway.
I get annoyed with people who say, I'm going to walk into the voting booth and vote straight Republican ticket. I'm just going to pull that lever. The fact is, they give you a lever to pull. I mean, back in the old days, I'm sure it's a button now, but whatever. There was a lever, straight Republican, straight Democrat. Stop to think about who the fuck you're voting for.
Yeah.
Just because they got an R or a D behind their name,
I've always voted across. I will,
yeah, so have I.
I will vote either way. It's not. I'm not. That's why I'm a registered independent. I can't vote.
I was in Pennsylvania registered
or caucuses or whatever the fuck they are. I don't fucking know what it is here. But Maine,
Ohio's a caucus state.
But anywho, on to our story of the evening from the wonderful KT. She brought this one to our attention. McKamey Manor.
John McKamey Manor?
McKamey. M.
Oh.
McKamey.
I researched the wrong manor. I'm sorry.
That's right. You did. You fucked up. Russ McKamey is the man behind McKamey Manor, a famous haunted attraction that is best described as an extreme horror experience. Started in the early 2000s and run out of his home in San Diego. Russ gained notoriety and was featured in a handful of documentaries and news stories. He touts that if anyone can make it through the manor without quitting, they will win a $20,000 prize. He has only 2 or 3 contestants participate at a time. There's no admission fee, only a donation of dog food for his wife's dog rescue that was also run in their home. Contestants communicate with Russ for months before they are brought to the haunt. They are required to do tasks to prove their loyalty to him.
Oh, wow.
God. They have to buy an adult onesie of any character of their choice.
SpongeBob? SpongeBob okay?
I'm going SpongeBob. Yeah. Definitely. Then they must film themselves doing embarrassing and demeaning tasks in that onesie at the demand of Russ.
Okay, an adult onesie, meaning the snap under the crop onesie?
Yes.
Or like a union suit?
I don't know.
The snap under onesie.
Are they trying to go through a haunted attraction or join a fraternity?
I don't know.
It sounds like
hazing. It seems like a cult. I don't know. Live streaming them on the closed Facebook page for McKamey fans. Once Russ is satisfied, once he's come all over his stomach, they schedule a date for them to come to the haunt. The experience starts with the contestant meeting at a public park dressed in the previously purchased onesie. As soon as Russ arrives, the haunt is on. He kidnaps the contestants from the park and takes them to the manor where they will be tortured. Yee-haw. The experience can include a wide variety of torture, from waterboarding and fish hooking to being dragged through gravel behind a truck.
Fish hooking.
One contestant had a tooth pulled, another her head shaved. Physical
dude.
violence is part of the deal. They are all slapped, kicked, and severely beaten as part of the experience. He clearly uses mental torture as well, having learned every guest's fears during the months-long vetting process they went through. Every tour is captured on video by Russ himself. He has actors doing his dirty work while he is behind the camera, directing and enjoying it all. The manor was successful in San Diego for nearly a decade, but in 2017, after a sloppy divorce, he ran into legal troubles with the IRS and moved to a small town in Tennessee. The haunt has changed a lot since the move. He no longer has actors working for him. And he lost most of his props through a nasty split with his girlfriend. It turned into more of an endurance obstacle course where he wears the contestant out for hours before the true haunt even begins. To this day, no one has ever won the $20,000 prize. The controversy behind all this, in 2019, many people began speaking out against Russ and the McKamey Manor. Past contestants, actors, ex-wives, and even his children have publicly come out and stated that Russ is a predator and must be stopped before someone
Really?
dies.
Duh. It took people to speak out.
Russ has said that no one will ever win the $20,000 prize. Duh. Again, duh.
There isn't one.
Exactly.
You pay in dog food. Where's he getting the fucking money?
Not only does he not have 20,000, but he is the one who decides when the haunt is over. There's never a set end time or set number of tortures they must endure. He will keep a contestant going for 10 plus hours until they give up.
You know what?
In 4 months, Russ, give me the fucking money.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what would be a great Twilight Zone episode? Russ having to go through his own fucking manor. That would be awesome.
Contestants sign a 40-page waiver that releases any liability for Russ. Of course, they fucking do. It lists every possible thing they might encounter in the haunt, including him possibly drugging or sedating them. Jesus Christ. He can fucking Bill Cosby him.
He can do whatever he wants. It's in the fucking...
It's in there. Each contestant can choose 2 freebies from the list that they really do not want done to them.
And then he'll do it anyway.
Jesus. But ultimately, that just gives ammo to Russ, and he does those chosen things to them. Anyway.
See what I said?
Russ claims that all contestants are required to get a physical from a doctor to prove that they are healthy enough to participate. But many contestants have come out and said that Russ made exceptions and did not require the doctor's note from them. He also claims to have paramedics on site for safety, but no contestant has ever confirmed that. They all say there was no first aid administered. Any medical treatment they received once they were released from the manor and took themselves to the ER. The props and tools used at the haunt in San Diego were absolutely disgusting and unsanitary. Just one example is a chest freezer he used for water torture. He filled it with water, cooking oil, fake blood, and other rancid liquids. This same vat of liquid was used for years, never being changed or cleaned out between contestants, despite his knowledge of the contestants vomiting and urinating while they were in there.
It's part of the torture. You know?
There is a safe phrase that should stop the haunt right away, but many contestants have said they use their safe phrase many times, but Russ doesn't stop. He might stop that particular stunt, but he continues and refuses to let them go.
You know what the safe phrase would be? Pull out a fucking badge and say FBI. That'll work.
Yeah. I'm calling my attorney.
Yeah, I was just going to say, I'm going to be talking to my attorney after this. Contestants have left the manor with extreme bodily injury. There have been broken bones, extreme lacerations throughout the body, severed lips and cheeks, extreme bruising and swelling, and even infections. Russ bragged about a heart attack that happened during a tour, pausing to laugh and say, "It was good stuff."
Yeah.
Russ uses the footage to put together videos of all the horror and torture. He can be heard in his videos talking about the viewers. He tells the contestants that he has people watching live on the dark web paying him to do all the sick shit they request. But through the people speaking out on him, this has not been proven to be true. Plus, the guy is broke as shit. I am broke as shit.
Dog food.
He definitely doesn't have any dark web riches. Russ says he has a waiting list of 24,000 people hoping to participate, but
I
people
don't
close
doubt
to,
that.
but people close to him in recent years say that he struggles to get participants since his move to Tennessee. Russ has created a cult following on a closed Facebook page. He manipulates people into attacking his accusers. They will publicly attack anyone who speaks poorly of Russ. Many people who have spoken out on him have since gone dark on social media, terrified of not just Russ, but all his minions who do his bidding. We
that
know
aren't allowed to go through the haunt.
we know a few people like that. His ex-girlfriend has made accusations of pedophilia. He allegedly has a hobby of hanging out in stores like Walmart to watch young children. His now adult daughter has said she was never sexually abused, but that was always a fear of Russ's to be accused of abusing her. She did also say she was forced through his haunt as young as 8 years old as a form of punishment and to toughen her up.
Yeah, that would
Wow.
help. Yeah, that would toughen her up for sure.
I guess the fuck
Or
so.
break her down, one or the other.
His daughter and ex-wives have said that he has struggled his whole life with mental illness. They claim he has been diagnosed with bipolar, depression, and narcissism. But the older he gets, he refuses to accept a diagnosis or any treatment. Legal action is tricky because of the waiver that is signed. While in San Diego, authorities were aware of Russ and never allowed any reports to be made because the participants agreed to it. However, Tennessee is a consent state. An individual can verbally revoke their consent at any moment despite any written agreement that is signed. There is still an active petition on change.org to have McKamey Manor shut down. But in November 2019, Russ released a video stating he was putting a pause on McKamey Manor to restructure the haunt and make it more obtainable. Bullshit.
Has anything ever been put on change.org that actually caused a change? I'm just asking. I don't think so.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. He's a fucking bullshit artist is what he is. He's full of shit.
Everybody, maybe at the beginning they didn't, but everybody since then knew what they were getting into when they went through this fucking thing.
Yeah. and
Every single
Assuming
one.
that's him there.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
I don't feel bad for the people who've gone through it, to be honest with you, because they knew.
Yeah.
If they've seen any of the videos. They went through months of torture, mental torture before they went into this thing. They knew what they were getting into.
Yeah, people who went through this were stupid.
And they're just as sick as he is, in my opinion.
Yeah.
The other thing I can't believe I forgot to put in there, he claims to be ex-military with interrogation training, which isn't true. He's not ex-military, but he claims to use MK Ultra methods in his haunt.
Yeah.
It's all just part of the fucking marketing.
Right.
Exactly.
Even some of these testimonials from people who have gone through and then spoke out against him could be part of the marketing for the damn thing. The worse it is, the more people he may attract to this.
Right.
Because there's people out there who want this kind of thing.
Yeah, and that's the thing is there's other legitimate businesses that do a similar experience. but they are legitimately concerned with the well-being of their contestants, and they actually like stop when they're told to, and it's a much more formal legal agreement that they're signing than his bullshit, misspelled, all sorts of errors in it, stupid waiver.
But the fact that San Diego never shut him down.
Well,
tells
he
you that-
kind of got chased out of there. Honestly, the
I'm sure he
authorities
did.
were getting sick of his shit. But in Tennessee, he calls the authorities before he starts a haunt because he's had too many reports of people being like, Jesus, I hear this woman screaming in my neighbor's house, you know, and stuff like that, or people witness him kidnapping them from the park. So he calls and alerts the local authorities before he does it so that he doesn't have any issues.
There's some weird.
Whenever it comes to like the claims of injury, is there any actual documentation showing that his haunt, like his actors, or he caused the injuries, or were the injuries just results of people fucking themselves up in the dark?
No, I mean, as far as documentation, that's tricky because they've all taken themselves to the doctor. He didn't take them to the doctor. So, I mean, yeah, they have documentation of their injuries because of their doctor reports and stuff, but
It becomes hearsay at that point.
Right,
right,
but, like,
exactly.
Like there was something about somebody had like a tooth pulled.
Right.
So like somebody there that doesn't have any medical training, like use some sort of utensil to pull somebody's tooth against their will, or they got scared and took off running and knocked a tooth out on the wall.
Right. Well, and actually his daughter spoke out that she was in his life until she was like 13 or 14. And so she was very aware of what went on in the haunt and participated in it to a certain degree. And she doesn't believe that claim. She thinks that the pulled tooth thing is exaggerated and that he's really good at what he does. And he made that person believe that they had their tooth pulled. It's one of those
Maybe
things.
that was part of the MK Ultra stuff.
Yeah, no shit, right?
There's
Like,
nothing legal, illegal. There's nothing illegal about pulling somebody's tooth if they consent for you to do it.
Right.
My granddad would have pulled my tooth out with a plier, you know, that kind of thing.
Right,
There's
but
nothing illegal about him doing that.
But you can have whatever waiver you want to. If it doesn't list the specifics that are going to happen to you specifically, that waiver will not hold up.
Right.
Unless
Well,
it
but
said on there, do you consent to having your tooth pulled?
Well, yeah,
Maybe
he
it did.
lists everything. It explicitly lists all the different stunts that he had available to him to do. So it did go through all of those things. And a lot of people backed out just in the signing the waiver process where they're like, you know what? Never mind.
Fuck.
I don't think this is what I want to do.
After the 2 months
Right.
of being in a onesie? Nah, I don't think so.
Yeah, I'm good.
I would have backed out at the onesie part, but
I was all done wearing my onesie when I was like fucking 4. That was back when they were those fucking ones that could catch fire, and you could just go up like a fucking Roman candle.
The plastic
Here,
sheet.
here, kids, get in these and go sit next to the fireplace.
the good old days.
Go get warm.
Oh, no.
How long can you stand on the floor furnace before your feet stick to it?
Yeah, no shit. No, I'm good with the fucking onesie. Thank you very much.
Like I said, I still don't feel bad for these people who went through this because they knew. They knew.
Well,
What's
yeah,
wrong with people? Why would they want to do that?
It takes a certain type of person to sign up for torture.
It's a BDSM thing. I mean,
Yeah.
there is a community for it, but
Yep.
even people in the BDSM community look at this and are like, this isn't safe. Like somebody's going to die.
Which onesie would I choose, Bad Gaming 69? It would have to be blue bedazzled.
I think
And that is the
Well-
only way I would get into a fucking onesie. That's it.
bedazzled, yes.
It'd have to be fucking those. It'd have to have like those bedazzled with all those blue, like fucking ding, 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 ding.
My onesie would have to be really super tight, way small on me, and
Yeah.
then have
So that it like
panther
accentuates the
on.
legend.
Yes.
Ah,
Almost
see.
to the point where the snaps start coming done. That sort of thing.
Yeah, no, I can tell where you're going with this. I can say
Because I'm assuming it's a snap under the crotch type of onesie.
that's down
So
under
they
the
can change
taint.
the diaper type,
Yeah, that's where you go. You go with the
Yeah.
snaps around the taint.
And then pink with the pink, or blue, maybe white with the Pink Panther on it or something. Because Pink Panther.
That's
I'm
like
going Incredible Hulk. I don't know what's wrong with you guys.
I mean, if I got to wear a onesie, I might as well gay it up, right?
Incredible Hulk or Spider-Man. Because
Spider-Man would be cool.
Spider-Man wears a onesie.
well, no,
It's not a
we're
onesie,
trying to
that's a
decide like
swimsuit.
what the onesie is, Matt. Is it just like the? Do you remember like the fucking the one piece things that girls wore in the 90s
Yeah.
where they like
The
snapped down at the
body
taint?
suits.
Yeah, like
The
we're
workout
wondering if that's what it is.
They
I
would
think
wear
so.
that with their maroon Girbeau jeans. I was
You know
there.
what-
I lived through
Hey,
it.
hey, you know how
so
much
was
those,
I.
those
We were
jeans
in
are
our
worth, by the way?
prime.
Those jeans are really hot right now and worth some good money. I've sold
Yeah.
a pair,
Have you?
Probably.
especially if they're acid washed.
Do you know what the onesies were, Katie?
Yeah, they're just those typical character pajama onesies with the hoods that kids
Oh.
wear nowadays.
Oh yeah, then I'm
Like a
def-
unicorn or a teddy
Oh,
bear.
yeah.
So it's like a full suit, or is it a snap under the crotch?
No, it's not the snap under the crotch
Ah,
kind.
damn it! I'm out.
That's it.
Fuck it.
That's it.
It's almost like they're setting up to be like furries to go in there. You know?
Oh wait, maybe I'm back in.
Katie, I didn't hear your answer.
Is it okay to go with a snap under the crotch onesie? I think it is.
I'm sure he would accept that.
I'm pretty sure he would too.
Yeah,
You know.
he'd be cool.
Yeah. I think he'd be down.
And now
So what would
Katie
yours
can-
be, Katie?
God, I don't know. Maybe I'd try to find a Bigfoot one.
Eh?
Maybe Bigfoot.
You could always
can see
do
that.
Chewbacca,
Yeah.
Or maybe
Hey,
I'd just wear a ghillie suit for some
know what?
extra
I
protection.
If we're going furry, you definitely go with the Chewbacca suit, Matt.
I'm already almost there. I have the Christmas Story house, the bunny suit. I have
Yeah.
one of those.
Yeah.
That's
Maybe I'd be
the
all
See,
word.
there you. That would be perfect. He would love that.
You're good to go.
Yeah, I think you should.
Let's try to get
I
Steve to go
almost-
through this thing.
Steve,
I
sign.
almost wore that on Easter.
I bet Steve could make it.
I think you
The
could.
show.
You could get the 20 grand, Steve.
I bet I'd be out in the first 30 seconds.
Yeah, he'd be like, cotton balls, you say?
Steve just walks into a room and it's just cotton balls. Like he just shoves him in it and shuts the fucking door. Oh, it's the best. Oh shit. Oh. Yeah, we need to get Steve to go through that fucker. Because I ain't doing it.
Yeah, me neither.
Yeah, snowballs, chance in hell. Oh.
Safe.
What's that?
Is it safe?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's safe.
Okay.
You're safe. You're safe, Steve. Everything's safe. Yeah, except for the COVID. You know, the COVID is still out there. Still out there. You're not safe from it yet. A safe space. Wow. Look
I
at
feel
you.
better now.
Do you? Do you? I'm glad. Glad that you feel better. But
Tennessee is also a different temperament
Hmm.
oh yeah.
than California.
Oh hell yeah. That's a different different breed of American right there.
Yeah.
San Diego, they're a little soft, man.
Yeah.
A little soft.
Imagine there's a few people in Tennessee that, you're going to do what, motherfucker?
Mm. Yeah.
Might not be a wise idea.
Yeah.
I don't know. One of them Tennesseans, though, could probably claim that $20,000 prize. They'd probably wear out the dude before he wore them out.
He's claimed to be shot at since in Tennessee by his community.
No, he's lying because they'd hit him.
Yeah, I
Trust me.
agree.
Done.
They
Yeah,
know how to play with a gun. Or
He has
play
not
with
been
it,
welcomed there. There's actually a elephant sanctuary like a couple miles from his
God.
property. Like he lives in a real weird spot in Tennessee.
Jesus.
That's not a recipe for disaster.
Owned by a guy named Phil Exotic. Jesus Christ.
Dwayne Exotic.
Jesus fucking Christ. Oh my God. Katie, you said you watched that extra Tiger King episode.
Yeah, I did.
Was
The
it
Where Are They Now episode?
Yeah, it was just a bunch of after interviews. Like they interviewed all the other people that were part of the story with their reactions since the release, since it's been so popular.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was
I didn't
obviously
realize
a different format, but
I
it was
didn't realize
good.
that Saf there identifies as a guy.
Yes, that was the
And I mean, I haven't watched it yet, but that's something that I'd heard on the talk show that I listened to, is that they were like, oh yeah, that Saf identifies as a man. And I was like,
the one that got the arm bit off.
yeah, because she was kind of like butch anyway.
Right, but the documentary referred to her as a her, the whole
Right.
thing, and she was cool. She wasn't upset about it. She's like, whatever. But yeah, just to
Oh,
clarify,
they
hey, I'm a
misgendered
dude.
her?
Yeah.
They misgendered. Oh
Katie's
my
been
God.
misgendering her or him for like the past minute. We all have.
Yes.
And I mean, all cool, not like a huge thing. Like as long as he is cool with it, sorry. Then what's the big deal?
Yeah.
Obviously he was like, no big deal.
Can
Whatever.
we go back to the manor for 1 second?
Sure.
Is that considered an essential business in the state of Tennessee right now?
Well, he does
In
provide
Tennessee.
medical stuff. So.
In Tennessee, yes.
Okay. All right. Joe Exotic.
Anywhere below the Mason-Dixon line.
I don't know. I might argue that the coronavirus may have came from that vat of liquid in his garage.
Fuck.
Katie has just busted the fucking case wide open.
Right?
Holy motherfucker. Like, what? That's the type of shit I don't get. Like, that is just some repugnant shit. Like, really?
But he wouldn't have had a good business without it. I mean, obviously he got paid in dog food, so he didn't have a good business in the first place. But you know what I mean.
Well, he's broke as shit, Steve.
He got paid in dog food.
No, he's on the dark web selling that shit, man.
He's a narcissist. He doesn't care about money.
Yeah.
He just wants everybody to know who he is. Mission accomplished.
Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. Yeah. There's a lot of them out there. And they just want to be seen. That's it. And they don't care how they do it. Like, they just want it to be from some type of insane exposure.
And the more insane, the better.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is one of those, if it bleeds, it leads type of things.
Speaking from experience, Bad Gaming 69 in a moment is going to ask if we can eat dog food.
Okay.
Speaking from experience, yes, dog food is edible. I've done it. It's not good.
However,
they actually add flavoring to it that dogs like that make it where humans don't like the taste of it.
I do not like the taste of it.
But if they didn't add that flavoring to it, humans would eat it.
High school was a rough time, and I did a lot of stupid things to, try to.
you ate dog food?
Well, on a dare, on a bet, several times. And I used to do it when friends would come over, and I would do it just to, fuck with them. Grab a handful of dog food and shove it in my mouth. But it tastes like hell.
Yeah.
But it is edible. It ain't going to kill you.
Yeah. Yummy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm good.
Now you know the rest of the story.
Yeah. And knowing is half the battle.
Mm-hmm. The more you know.
The more you know, Steve. That's right. Yes. Yeah. Yeah, we remember. We remember. Back when life was simpler. There was no COVID. You remember back then, Steve?
All we had to do on Saturday mornings is watch Schoolhouse Rock.
Cartoons, dude. I got up,
I'm just a bill.
I got up, I got my bowl of fucking cereal, sat my ass on the couch, watched me some Muppets, and then my cartoons. My morning cartoons.
I miss Saturday mornings.
Yeah, I did. I was the Scooby Doo, Bugs Bunny.
Why did they get rid of
Donald
that?
guy.
When did they decide that, you know what? Fuck them kids.
When they fucking put all the cartoons on DVDs.
Hmm.
And then kids just watch them on a loop for fucking 24 hours at a time.
Barney. When they fucking put Barney on VHS tape is when that all started.
Dude,
going.
the minute we got internet and YouTube and shit got so that kids could watch whatever they wanted whenever they wanted, it went out the window.
There are no more Saturday morning cartoons.
No, they get to watch cartoons whenever the fuck they want.
What's on? Yeah, I know. What the fuck is that? But what's on Saturday mornings now?
Regular shit.
Yeah, fucking normal shit.
Regular early morning weekend.
Yeah, you don't
Bullshit.
get special shit anymore.
Like
I feel
step
like
above public access.
feel like we were privileged back in those days.
Well, yeah, it was awesome. Like
Fucking Bugs Bunny every Saturday
we
morning.
had a whole segment of time.
Right now.
There was a like Matt said, segment of time dedicated especially for
Yeah.
us.
Because the rest of the week, your parents, you had to watch whatever the fuck they wanted to watch.
Yeah.
And then you had to sit there and watch the news with them.
Making me watch.
Like if you watch
In the Heat
TV.
of the night.
Yeah.
Golden
And then
Girls.
on Saturday mornings, they didn't want to have shit to do with that TV.
And then you had the Smurfs.
You had everything.
Oh yeah.
And then you had the underwater Smurfs ripoff, the Snorks.
I wasn't a Snorks fan because it was a ripoff.
I fucking loved Saturday morning cartoons. It was the fucking best. Garfield and Friends.
See, I didn't watch all that kind of stuff. I was old school. Bugs Bunny. God, I had to watch
I
Bugs
fucking
Bunny.
loved me some Bugs Bunny.
Yeah.
Who didn't?
My
There
children.
weren't very many cartoons I wouldn't watch.
There was a lot I didn't care for.
Dude, we had the fucking Peanut
Land of the
special
Lost.
every year.
It wasn't.
Yeah.
What?
We had the Great Pumpkin at fucking Halloween. We had fucking the Christmas special for fucking the Peanuts.
They still play that.
Yeah, but I mean, it's not nearly what it was when we were younger.
Kids don't give a shit about it.
Yeah,
Digitally remastered bullshit.
I mean, that was the life. It's all over now. COVID ruined it.
I think it came before COVID. I mean, I think it was going out.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, it went away. I got thinking about it.
Oh, Tom and Jerry. That was good stuff.
I got thinking about Saturday morning cartoons like the other day. Like literally the other day. I was just like, wow. Like that's like a whole that was a whole way of life that we had. Like you planned your Saturday around cartoons.
Yeah. Can't do
sir.
anything until about 10:30 or 11, guys.
Yeah. Or if you were going to get to your buddy's house to watch cartoons with him or her, you had to make sure you got there early enough.
Yeah. 8 o'clock minimum.
Yeah. Or you were going to miss some shit. Because you could stand to take some time to get from your house to their house early in the morning, because that's when the shit cartoons were on.
Yeah.
But once you fucking got into the fucking meat and potatoes, sit your ass down. You ain't going anywhere.
I wasn't allowed to watch cartoons with anybody but my family.
You lived in a prison camp.
I pretty much did.
I technically wasn't allowed for years. I wasn't allowed to watch MTV.
We didn't even get cable until I was out of high school. So
I remember when my mom moved in with the guy who wound up being my stepfather. He had cable, and I was not allowed to put on MTV.
I missed MTV from when did it come out? 84, I think. 83, somewhere in there.
Somewhere in there.
Video killed the radio star, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I missed it from then until the early 90s because I wasn't allowed to watch it because we weren't allowed to get cable.
Oh man.
So that tells you a lot about my childhood right there.
Oh,
You understand a little bit of that because
years of fucking Kurt Loder.
I had to watch.
Loaded.
You know what I got to watch?
Who's that other the female there, Matt? Not Kennedy. The other one.
Downtown Julie Brown.
No,
Oh, yeah, I remember her.
the one with the pixie haircut. Fuck, I can't think of her name right now.
She was before Kennedy.
I think so. But she did like the news stuff. She did a lot of like the rock the vote stuff.
You're talking to me.
Can't think of her name. Anyway, if I ever think of her fucking name, she is she's brought up in the book by Joe Hill, the fireman. Like she's like has a kind of a weird role in that book. It's kind of strange.
You know how odd it is to go to school and all your friends are talking about the latest fucking music video, and all
And
you
can't fucking
all you
watch
were allowed to watch as far as music goes on TV is Lawrence Welk.
You
Yeah.
poor bastard.
I know. I mean, that should be child abuse, right?
Dude, I was watching Duran Duran, Hungry Like the Wolf, because I'd just sneak over to my buddy's house and watch fucking MTV and not tell my parents.
Yeah, I got to see the Lawrence sisters or some shit like that in blue dresses. Yeah.
The fuck?
I know, right?
That's
Fucking
horrible.
terrible childhood.
Horrible.
Bob Ross was a highlight, I guess. But I mean,
Dude,
if it
back then,
yeah.
no, listen. Back then, when I was young, Bob Ross was shit. Like, when I was a kid, if somebody put Bob Ross on, I was like, get the fuck out of here. I was like, I'm gonna be bored for the next.
that was the best part of my weekend.
Now, see, when I was younger, I did not appreciate Bob Ross at all. Not even a bit. Because for one, the first thing I would say to myself while they're doing this, the show would come on and I'd be like, how the fuck is anybody supposed to have those fucking colors ready right now?
Because they're painters. They know what they're doing.
I would just be like fucking breaking that shit down. Now, I go to fucking YouTube and just watch Bob Ross paintings. Like, that's how I calm down sometimes. Like, if I'm pissed off.
Bob Ross was the highlight of my week.
I am not kidding.
Well, the second highlight of my week.
If I am in a fucking heightened state of like fucking anxiety, or if I'm pissed off, I'm angry, I will put on a fucking Bob Ross video and be like,
now you know why I'm all peaceful and calm. I grew up watching Bob Ross and appreciating him. I don't get angry very often, except Charles.
No, you do, and when you do, you pop, motherfucker.
Oh yeah,
I do. You pop pretty good. So, I mean, it has happened.
But the highlight of my week was Friday nights because my parents went grocery shopping because that was payday. Yeah. Grocery shopping on Friday nights, and left my sister and I in charge. We had,
and you still didn't get to watch cartoons. Did Steve freeze? Or did I freeze?
I think Steve did.
Steve froze.
Is he having a stroke?
I know, right? Did the COVID? I think he did. It's the end of Steve. Yeah, there goes Steve. Oh, did we get him back?
Yes.
Is he coming back?
Did you like that pose I made?
Yeah, that was pretty good. That was for your return. That was pretty good.
You see, my internet sucks right now because everybody's at fucking home.
Yeah.
But anyway, I could hear you guys the whole time. By the way, I just couldn't see you. You couldn't hear me.
I'm actually direct wired into the.
So am I.
I for the longest time I was on Wi-Fi, and I finally got it hooked up over here so that I'm direct hooked up.
I've been direct wired for 3 years, but for some reason, see, they're going to fiber optic here, except on my road because they're assholes and haven't got to my road yet. So I don't think they're keeping up with the regular, lines.
Yeah,
we've been having problems ever since they started putting that in. Fucking bastards! I can't do anything and have a live stream going on. I can't look shit up on the internet hardly. That's why it took me so long to find out shit about Dax Russia.
Oh god, I remember when we first started this. I had fucking DSL. When we first started the show,
me too.
I had DSL. I was like, oh god, it was horrible.
I bought a laptop specifically for the podcast that said it would work. Because prior to that, I was on Windows XP or some shit.
Yeah,
so we got a Windows 7 computer. That
ancient shit back then. God, I was using.
I was poor, man. I was poor. I had to buy it on credit.
I was using the webcam mic.
Yeah, I think we all were.
but I was using it up close so that it didn't sound so far away. And it's still, I mean, we got it halfway decent, but it was still shitty back
You
then.
go back and listen to those shows. The like the Ratman and Sea Dog stuff. We our vocals are pretty decent in that, but we
Well,
were
we did that.
recording
I did that on
intentionally.
my phone.
Oh, I did it on my webcam mic.
No, I did that on my phone, and then I,
But
then
for live streaming, it's the audio wasn't that good.
yeah. But
We've come a long way, Chris. We both
Oh.
have Yetis now.
yeah, hey,
Both have internet connections right into our computers now.
yeah. I'm looking to at some point here, probably in the next couple of months, I'll probably get a new. I'm looking into getting the new Yeti, the one like you and Matt have.
Yeah, just don't yank on the cord.
Yeah, no, I see, Steve. I'll
See
set
how you
mine
move
up.
it up and down all the time? That's
No,
what caused mine to go.
No, because I have enough slack in the cord.
So do I.
No.
In fact, I have it zip tied to the stand here, and it still does it.
Oh, well.
The slightest movement. I don't know if Matt's had the same kind of experience.
I
with
have
his.
zero problems with mine.
Yep, zero.
I think I
Matt,
just need a new cable or solder the fucking thing right in there. I might try that. Might void the warranty, but fuck it.
yeah. Anyhow, I'm gonna shorten the show up tonight.
What the fuck is with people saying I'm fat?
You're fat. I'm sorry.
Alan's about to say that I'm fat. Well, it's Alan. So,
Well, you are. So
fuck it.
I mean, you put on some weight, Steve. It's I wanted to bring it to everybody's attention that you need to maybe,
Diet.
start exercising. A walk might not hurt you, Steve.
My
Not
wife takes-
necessarily to the fucking dollar store, Steve. Just up the street.
My wife does the treadmill first thing in the morning, 5:15 in the morning till 5:45.
There you go.
After lunch, she takes a half an hour walk around the block.
See?
Yeah, I
And
saw
you know
the
what I do?
I saw the photos.
You know
He's
what I
done
do?
an amazing job.
Yeah.
She's lost over 80 pounds.
Yeah.
You know what I do?
Sit there and
Sit
watch
on
her.
your ass.
See where I'm at right now?
It's where you're
This
at
is
then.
Exactly where I'm at then.
Don't you live in a 2-story house?
Yes, he
Yeah,
does.
there's a song.
I don't see how anybody could be fat living in a 2-story house.
Well, I spend all
And I'm not
day
saying
in-
I'm not saying you're fat. I'm just saying like
I'm fat.
the
If you
thought
could only
of
see the
living in
bottom
a,
half.
the thought of living in a 2-story home terrifies me. Like I mean, like I'd never see the second floor of my home.
Well, I come downstairs in the morning, come into the office, do my work all day. Then I go upstairs at night. That's it.
Yeah.
Well, the bathroom.
If
is
the weather
upstairs.
conditions are okay.
See, I have to use stairs for the bathroom because either there's one in the basement and there's one in the second story. There's none on the first floor, so I have to go up and downstairs.
Interesting.
Shorten the show. Get it over with.
Anyhow, this has
Let's
been
done
the
with me being
Fortean
fat.
Slip, episode 134, McKamey Manor. If you like this shit, hit the little thumbs up button. If you don't, hit the little thumbs down button. Leave a comment. Subscribe. Check out Matt Knapp over at youtube.com/Bigfoot Crossroads and Cryptid Tales. Check us out over on Anchor at anchor.fm/the Fortean Slip. I will tell you that the show will probably not show on YouTube for a fucking day.
Fucking
After this.
bastards.
I did the show with Holly yesterday at noon. It did not post to YouTube. It did not stop processing until midnight. I was not able to put up the audio onto Anchor until today. So there will probably be the same thing with this show. I will wait for it to process. It probably won't post to YouTube until sometime tomorrow, and I won't get it up onto Anchor until tomorrow. So ye fucking ha. Check out Phil. You can check out his video. No, that's on his Facebook page. That's right too. But check out Phil, youtube.com/Pair Breakdown. Check out our good friend Dred Funn at dredfun.com and youtube.com/Dred Funn. And check out the boys over at High Society Radio, gasdigitalnetwork.com. They had Dan Soder on. I just watched the other day. That was pretty fucking funny. They're all in their little separate places, their own homes, doing their much like we do. We've always done for this show.
We've been leaders in this industry.
Yeah, we've been doing this
Years.
shit for years. But yeah, check that out. And we will be back next week. Katie, what did I have on the docket? I don't have it in front of me right now. Do you?
I think it's 5G, but I could be wrong.
Okay. Yeah, the 5G conspiracy.
All of them or just one of them?
All of them, Steve. We're going to come back with
Ooh,
every single fucking one.
you guys are in for a treat.
Yeah. But until then, see ya.